You guys, I've literally videoed, I don't know how much. It turns out I wasn't videoing. I was taking a picture of my face and then talking. I just drove by the new barn they're building and thought I was recording it, and apparently I wasn't. So we'll have to go back to the barn again. Dang it, I do that every now and then. We're making hay. We are having the first ever Bales Hay farm music festival concert. We're calling it South of 85, just so it doesn't get confused with the farm and stuff. So the main highway that goes next to us is 85. South of 85 at Bales Hay. Chancey Williams is the main guy playing. There's also Jacob Hyde, Harry Luge Band, Sunset Red Band rather, Billy Shaw Jr. Band. Gosh, I should know this stuff. Anyways, October 14th, there's a kid zone, there's a dance floor, there's food trucks, there's adult beverages, there's lawn games for adults to play, for kids to play. It's gonna be a little bit of everything for everyone. Please come, put it in your calendars. Go to the website www.baleshay.com to buy tickets. Adults, and there's youth and adult prices. Please go online, check it out, put in your calendars. Would love to see you there. All right, back to your show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bales Hay Farm and Ranch YouTube. I am Trevor Bales. Yes, my last name is Bales. Yes, my family bales hay. We haul hay. We store hay. We sell hay. If you're a feed store or you're just a person with a lot of horses or cattle, we will sell you hay. If you know a feed store and you want them to buy my hay, let me know. Tell them to call us. Reach out. Email. Phone call. Whatever. We're on the Googles. Before we get into it, you know what to do. Thumbs up, like, and share. And again, I want to do more of this, especially after I talked about it and a lot of people reached out. If you have meaning, God has a plan for you. People love you. I know if you're down and you're hurting, I promise you, people love you. That's not me saying that. People love you, and there's a plan for you. So if you're in a place where you feel like there's no way out, there is a way out. And it is not through death. So please just email me, trevor@baleshay.com. I will do what I can to help you. There are so many things out there, so many ways, so many people. Do not think you are in it alone. People will help you. Just always remember that. You have a purpose. God loves you, your family loves you, and God has a purpose for you. Sponsors, Forney Fluid All, PDI. So I like to kind of switch them up so it's not all just a whole bunch of them, but I can go through the 2Fs pretty quick. Forney Fluid All. We use Fluid All every day in my shop because it's for our servicing, containment. It's just great product. Forney. Oh man, we're always getting grinding wheels and little tiny grinder things, and I would use their plasma cutter all the time, except we're really good at breaking it, and it's not the product. My guys, when they're cutting things, they then like to tap it with the thing they're cutting it with. It is not a hammer. So they're really good at breaking it. So it's not Forney's fault, it's my guy's fault. And third is PDI. Man, you'll hear more about them from my stupid brothers, I'm sure. But PDI, awesome. Diesel for semis, for your diesel semis, your trucks or semis. I mean, I guess really any semi. But anyways, yeah, he's got all sorts of stuff to make your truck more efficient, more miles per gallon, more horsepower, all the good stuff, fancy stuff that's not fancy. Doesn't matter how it looks, it just helps the performance of your truck. He's got it. Performance Diesel Incorporated. Check those guys out. he's a good friend of mine, and he loves agriculture. The fact that he loves agriculture makes me love his product even more. So that's great too. A lot of times people just want to get their name out there and they don't care about the industry. But he loves agriculture. He comes from a family in agriculture, so he really likes it. So I'm kind of mad at myself. We had a couple projects a few days ago. I was videoing, and somewhere along the line, I changed video to photograph. So I just took a whole bunch of pictures, and I'm walking around talking, and not a single video was made. So that's always frustrating, especially. So it was kind of a fun project. So lost power at my parents' house. The 50 yards of PVC or pipe was bad, or the line was bad. So Drew had to dig it up and put it in. But whatever, I'm just gonna refilm. And that project you just don't get to see. But it's like, darn it, I hate that. Anyways, today, so man, I had another good day to film, but I didn't. They finished barn 4. That was another thing. I was filming them. There's drone footage of it, but that day I was taking pictures, not taking video. So there's drone footage of them working on it. It is now finished. They did it pretty quick, which is perfect timing because all of my barns are like 99% full. If you look at this one, the 13, it's got room for 2.5 truckloads. 12 has room for it's like 6 truckloads at the other end, but that's my Bermuda barn, so I can't just put alfalfa there. 10 full, 11 full, 8 full, 9 he's actually loading out of right now, so it'll have a little bit of space in it after today, but not much. 7 is mostly full. We've eaten out of it, but we're getting the rye alfalfa mix out of it, and so I can't just fill it up with alfalfa because I have to get to that rye alfalfa mix. So we'll keep eating from it. 6 is 3/4 full. I've got a quarter of it right here left over for Bermuda. Well, it's a little less than a quarter. We'll eat into it, or we'll fill it up with our next cutting of Bermuda. 5 full, 4 just finished, and in perfect timing because the monsoon is here. It has now rained. It has rained twice since I've put that hay in there. Not a lot. Look, you see a puddle. You see a puddle right there. It hasn't rained a lot, but it's rained enough that it's good to have this hay under a barn. It's nice, fine stemmed, solid number 1, good hay. But because everything is full, all my tarp spots, I've got several places we tarp hay, they are full. I even had to build 2 spots where I've never tarped hay before. Not very happy about them, but I had to do it. I'll show you one. That's right. Well, he's darn it, he's loading right next to it, so it's hard to show you. But anyways, so now I've got spot staked out for 4 more tarp spots that'll eventually probably get turned into barns. They're the place where we have a lot of hay tarp. It's actually it's been permitted to mine. So next year, I think that mining company is going to mine it, and we lose that rental spot. So we took out this other 15 acres or so of alfalfa next to the barns, and we're just going to continue on with our barn spot, which I hate. So here's this field. We were going to make seed on it, but we ran out of time, which is stupid because I don't know. I marked it out. We've got to be 100 foot from those barns over there for insurance purposes. And we're going to start hauling in dirt tomorrow, which is funny. I'll tell you that story now. That's funny. So I don't want to use my dirt. I don't want to use my own dirt to build these pads up. This field already has good slope to it. The water flows off. So when I build a tarp, the water comes off the tarp and sheds off. It'll flow down the hill and go where we want. I'd rather just bring dirt in. Once I use my dirt, I don't have more dirt. You're just using your own dirt. So that gravel pit across the road, actually, he's got to dig a big hole. He's going to just give me the dirt, and it's like a couple 100 yards away. Which we've supposed to have been trying to get it here, but he doesn't have drivers. His drivers aren't showing up. I've got these wood stakes out here, but they're hard to see, so I'm going to paint them red. Maybe the drivers can see it. So we're pretty slow. We haven't been cutting since for a couple days. because of the monsoon season. We don't want hay to get rained on. So we're not gonna have any hay to haul. See, that stands out better. We're not gonna have any hay to haul for several days. So I told him, well, I've got 3 or 4 drivers sitting here with nothing to do. Could we teach them? They're just belly dumps. They don't run on PTO. They run the air switches. So we're going to teach my drivers tomorrow how to run belly dumps. I was a little worried about insurance, but we're not even going on. Well, luckily, we can get it from his pit to my place without even going on blacktop. So we're not even crossing a road, which my drivers are all have CDLs and driver's licenses. They're just not on his insurance. But like we're not even crossing blacktop. So well, I guess we just cross it. We don't get on it. But anyway, so tomorrow, so this will be a 2-parter: the training and then hauling of the dirt. So these pads are going to be 200 foot long, and then everything's 100 foot apart, and they're going to be because the tarps, they like them nice and narrow. They like a narrow tarp. Then when you're tying them down, cinching them down, you can get the tarp tight. If you have a real big tarp, they're so heavy and so big, it's hard to get them tight. So we're only going to do 5 stacks wide. So each stack will have, what is that? 10, so 640 bales in a row, and there'll be about 24. We might go a little longer. Insurance purposes, I can only put so much in a stack, but we'll see. I don't know. But we are out of space, so we're doing stuff out of the normal. But like I said, that gravel pit changes, or they're gonna mine where hay is tarped now, so this was gonna have to be done either way. But it just kind of sucked. This was 15 acres we were gonna make seed on, but the stand is pretty thin. We're not gonna miss out on a whole lot of seed right here. Whatever. Maybe Brian will let me run the big fent tomorrow, just to smooth the dirt out as they're dumping it. I've still only driven it in the yard. I've not driven it on the road or in the field. Like, they don't trust me for some reason. You guys are watching a video of a guy spray painting. How boring is that? Sorry, I haven't been filming a whole lot lately. There's gonna be a big gap in our season, but it got so hot. It was like 20 something days, over 110. And our lows were in the high 90s. And these cameras, these drones, do not like to fly in high temps. So, and plus, I just get super grouchy when it's that hot, that long. That I don't know, and it's just kind of boring. It's just monotonous. Cut hay, bale hay, haul hay. Cut hay, bale hay, haul hay. Cut hay, bale hay, haul hay. So I don't know, it just gets kind of boring. Those little things that pop up here and there. So I tried filming them, but it took pictures instead. Whoops. I've been a little extra grouchy. Freddie's no longer with us, so actually kind of trying to hire someone, but things are slowing down, so I'm just spending a lot more time in the squeeze myself, which isn't best for my time. Is probably better other places, but I still have a lot of control over of the hay. I like being in the squeeze because I get to see everything that's going on, but at the same time I'm always running around trying to get something done, like this right now. The stacks have to be 100 foot apart for insurance purposes for fires. If you're wondering, why do they have to be so far apart? Well, if there's a fire, the further apart they are, the cheaper my insurance gets. 100 foot was kind of the minimum. I'm low on space, so that's probably not a great idea to just go with the minimum, but that's what we kind of have to do. And we like this spot because the barns are all in one area. There's a ditch that goes all the way around this field, and so you can't just get a vehicle in here. All of our other stuff I would have to fence off. They only have a ditch on one side or 2 sides, and it's nice. This is a small field. There's only 30 acres to begin with, and so we're not taking out, like the next field over is 120 acres.
I really don't want to eat into a nice big 120 acre field. And plus, it only has a ditch on one side. So I'd have to fence off 3 sides, which, ugh, that would be a big old rock. That would be expensive. So anyways, just if you're wondering why they have to be so far apart, fire hazard. I'm super stressed out over, I've done this twice now, buying all that rained on hay that I still have. Which is funny, those guys called me up. They haven't been able to sell a bale of it since I bought all that stuff, that expensive stuff. But my thought was they could just get whatever I took. Say I took 20,000 bales, so I'll just take 20,000 bales for free, and that'll get my bale price down by half. So instead of having a $20 bale of hay sitting at my place that's been rained on, I could then have a $10 bale of hay. Man, I don't really know that I want 40,000 bales. Do the math. You could lose $7 a bale of 20,000 bales, $140,000, right? 7 times 2 is 14. Add a 0, or lose $2 or $3 a bale on 40,000 bales. So 4 times 3 is 12, so 120,000 if it. But so there's a $20,000 difference in there. But it's a lot of work, and the loss could just go up. So it's hard to know the right thing to do. Plus, if it starts raining. I mean, maybe if it doesn't rain anymore and I don't have any rained on hay, I'll go back to those guys with that offer, because they said they needed it gone. But so I've already made a very stupid decision buying all that from you at that price. But what I also did, I had 2 guys growing teff grass for me, and they both went way up on their acres. And me being me, I was like, yeah, whatever, we'll figure it out. Let's do it. Well, now I've got more teff than I've ever had at one time. And then, and there's still like 30 more loads sitting over there that we've got to haul, and I'm going to put it in a tarp, and I hate tarps. Hey everybody, it's me, Performance Diesel, Trevor's older, cooler, and younger brother, all at the same time. Look what came in the mail. PDI, Performance Diesel Incorporated. What do you think's in here? Get my Benchmade Jackhawk 9000 out. Just kidding, it's Benchmade 808. Let's open this up. What could we have here? PDI. If you're having performance problems. PDI. Hank said it. PDI. Your dad's a loser, by the way. Oh. Rubbers, fellas. Oh, for your truck. Look at this. These are high temp rubbers too. Anyways. You need any performance parts for your diesel truck? Call PDI. PDI. Say PDI.
PDI.
Tell everyone. Shop at PDI.
Stop at PDI.
Performance Diesel.
Performance Diesel.
Look at me. Look at. Shake your hair.
Stick your hair.
No. Shake your head. There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up, share, like, everything. Leave in the comments what you want to see different. Just let me know. I try to get back to everybody, and I read all the comments actually. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys.